So before we start this video, I would like to ask everybody who is watching one simple question. Which game do you like better? Call of Duty Mobile or Combat Master Mobile? There is no wrong answer, but I would love if everybody watching could let me know down below in their comments their honest opinion. And if you do take the time to comment, could you also let me know down below in the comments why you like that game better than the other? Thank you so much for your comments, guys. I really appreciate it. I love reading them, and let's get into the video. So today we're back with some more Combat Master Mobile. We got the Combat Master gameplay in the background, and I do apologize if it's not necessarily that good. I'm still very rusty in this game. I've just not played enough as I probably should have since the game has come back. Let's just be very clear about that. But I hope you guys can look past that, because today's video is not about the gameplay. We're actually going to have a chat, all right? We've had chats in the past, and today we're going to talk about Call of Duty Mobile and Combat Master Mobile, because whenever people talk about Combat Master Mobile, they always bring up Call of Duty Mobile, and then they compare the two games head to head, talking about which game is better, and this game sucks, and this game sucks, and then they just have a big argument, right? And I want to make a very big statement right here at the beginning of this video. If Combat Master Mobile and Call of Duty Mobile continue on the paths that they are going right now at the end of 2021, then Combat Master Mobile has a chance of actually killing Call of Duty Mobile. Now, I know there's going to be people freaking out. Hold on, sit down. There's already the keyboard warriors going down below in the comment section screaming at me saying, "You idiots, Call of Duty will always reign supreme." And they're already disliking the video, but please, don't do that, all right? Listen to what I have to say in this video first, all right? Because I am not saying it's a likely thing to happen. I actually think it's a very slim chance, if ever, that Combat Master Mobile will even get close to the big player base that Call of Duty Mobile has, all right? Let's just be very clear about that. Because, first off, Combat Master Mobile has already been in some legal issues in the past. We all know the story. When it came out in November of this year, they cut a lot of corners. They ended up making the game too similar to Modern Warfare 2019. And guess what? Activision sent a cease and desist letter, and the game got completely shut down, taken off the App Store and the Google Play Store. All right? And it's entirely possible that this game might end up cutting some corners again and then being in the same legal issue again, right? That's entirely possible. It might not even be very long before that actually happens, right? Second thing, the development teams are very different sizes, all right? Combat Master Mobile is a very small development team. They don't have a lot of resources, so they can't advertise that much, right? They basically have to rely on word of mouth. And then when they do create this game and then they put in updates and stuff like that, they don't have tons of different testers. They can't really, proofread it 10 times over before they release an update. So there's going to be a lot more bugs. It's going to be a lot less stable in comparison to Call of Duty Mobile. All right? Call of Duty Mobile is made by Activision. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. It's one of the biggest gaming companies ever. So they have a huge development team. They have tons of resources. They can put it into advertising literally everywhere. They could advertise on the biggest billboard in Times Square of New York City if they really wanted to. All right? Combat Master Mobile can simply not compete with something like that. But there is one thing that Combat Master Mobile does better than Call of Duty Mobile. And this is why I wanted to make this video today. All right? So if you remember not too long ago, I made a YouTube community tab post where I asked you guys the same question I did in the intro to this video. I was like, hey, do you guys prefer Combat Master Mobile over Call of Duty Mobile? If you do, what are the things that they do better? Please comment. I really need the comments. The more comments, the better. I can actually feature all the comments in the video or something like that. And I was fully expecting to get a lot of nice comments from people saying, exactly what Combat Master Mobile did better than Call of Duty. But when I started to read the comments, I had a lot of people saying, dude, look, I just don't really like Combat Master Mobile more than Call of Duty, all right? I played Call of Duty for years. Combat Master Mobile is really fun, don't get me wrong, it's one of my favorite games, but I just like Call of Duty Mobile better. It seems more polished, it's just a better game in general, right? And that's what a lot of people were saying, okay? So I couldn't really go that route because I didn't have a list of the things that Combat Master Mobile was doing better than Call of Duty Mobile. It seemed like Call of Duty was the overall obvious winner of the two games. So what I actually did was I went to Discord. And if you're a part of the Discord community of Combat Master Mobile, you know some of the prominent figures there, all right? One of them is Spry It Up. Spry It Up is basically the big communicator between the development team and the Combat Master player base, all right? When Combat Master Online got shut down randomly back in November of this year, he was constantly there doing chats with the community, putting out announcements and posts, basically explaining what's going on, talking about the development of the new game and stuff like that, and everybody loves him, right? Because he's the one that's basically the great communicator between the developers and the player base, all right? Alpha Bravo, if you're watching this, he deserves a raise, all right? Because he did a good job communicating with everybody. But hey, that's besides the point, all right? Because I went to him and I asked him this simple question. I said, hey, dude, do you want to help me out with my video? I'm trying to make a video talking about the things Combat Master Mobile does better than Call of Duty Mobile. Since you're sort of in on the development, you would probably have the best list. What would your list be? Maybe 10 different things? This would also be another way that people can decide whether or not they would choose Call of Duty Mobile or Combat Master Mobile. And you think about this, and before we talk about his response, you take a look at like what an average company would do if you ask that question, okay? Or even like a YouTuber or something like that. Let's take McDonald's and Burger King, okay? You ask Burger King what they do better than their competitor, McDonald's, and they're gonna start listing off like 30 different things that they do better. They're gonna say the employees are better, people have better wages, the food is better, better ingredients, it's faster, the atmosphere is better. They're gonna just start listing off everything, right? They truly think that they're better in those areas, even if that's not necessarily the case. They're gonna just say everything that they're better at, even if that's not true. Considering the fact that most of the community doesn't really think that Combat Master Mobile is better than Call of Duty Mobile, it would be pretty ridiculous if the developers of Combat Master Mobile just went full on and said, dude, we're so much better. We're better in literally every single aspect. Call of Duty? Pfft, come on, get out of here. We're so much better, right? That would be ridiculous, and that wouldn't really necessarily be that honest. And Spry It Up responded with, I don't think we have anything that would be considered better than Call of Duty Mobile, besides hearing out a huge demand for players. And I was like, whoa, all right? That is not the answer I was expecting. Because, you know, if he's part of that development team, he might have done the same thing that McDonald's or Burger King would have done, just listing off all the different things that they think they do better than Call of Duty Mobile if they don't even necessarily are better, right? They actually are very in tune with the player base, and they're very humble. They understand that, you know, they're walking in the shadow of this massive game, Call of Duty Mobile, and they understand that it's going to be very, very hard. It's basically a vertical incline to try to climb up this thing to beat Call of Duty Mobile, but they're not going to stop, and they're not going to just sit there and admit defeat, right? They're humble. They understand that right now the game is not as good as Call of Duty Mobile, but they're actively working to make it better and better and better. And what he talked about, hearing that huge demand for the players, is the biggest thing that Combat Master Mobile has going for it. If you guys remember, in recent updates, Call of Duty Mobile has not necessarily been releasing the best updates, right? It seems like Activision is sort of losing touch with its community. A lot of people are very upset. It just seems like people have a negative view toward Call of Duty Mobile. They just release stuff without really thinking about it. People are constantly saying, can you nerf this? Can you buff this? Can you just remove this thing? It's broken, right? And it just takes so long for them to do anything about it, right? Combat Master Mobile, on the other hand, is constantly listening to their community, right? When they re-released Combat Master, they brought a lot of different stuff that people were suggesting whenever Combat Master was first taken down. They're constantly listening to their community, and they do a much better job at it than Activision does with Call of Duty Mobile. And if you think about it, right now, Combat Master Mobile is not as good as Call of Duty Mobile. If they continue on this path, where Activision just has this set plan, they release updates, and it takes so long for them to fix anything, and then Combat Master Mobile releases updates, they're super quick to fix any problems, they're constantly listening to the communities, and they're changing things exactly how their player base wants. Eventually, in time, Combat Master Mobile may be better than Call of Duty Mobile. You think about it, one is continually slowly going up, and one is already at the top, and they're kind of just stagnating and going a little bit down, right? Call of Duty Mobile is the one that's stagnating and going down. Combat Master is the one that's slowly going up, right? At the moment, here in the end of 2021, beginning of 2022, it's obvious that Call of Duty Mobile is a better, more well-rounded game than Combat Master Mobile. But if they continue to lose touch with the player base, and they just release updates because they think it's good, not necessarily because the community actually wants them, then guess what? Combat Master may have a shot of actually killing Call of Duty Mobile. So as I said, I hope you guys did not just go down below in the comments and scream at me and leave the video before you actually heard what I had to say. I pretty much have the same opinion as most of you guys, but I do understand that Combat Master Mobile has a shot, and if they continue on their track of being humble, of listening to the community, and actually doing what most game developers don't do, then they have a chance, they have a shot of potentially beating Call of Duty Mobile. It's a long shot, alright? It's basically like setting a world record in the shot put, alright? Like, that's a really difficult thing to do, but there is a chance. And if they continue on their track, it's only going to get more and more likely. So, hey, you know, I don't really know. Let me know what you guys think. I think everything that I said makes a lot of sense, and I hope Activision actually starts listening to their community as well, because we want Call of Duty to be a better game too, right? I'm sick of constantly going on Twitter and seeing people complain about Call of Duty Mobile because of all these stupid things that they've released or, you know, changed, and people just didn't want that, right? So Activision, please listen to your community a little bit better, all right? Do what Combat Master Mobile is doing, and then you won't have these challengers anymore. Like, you're going to be the reigning supreme game. There's going to be no one that can come even close, because if you already have the biggest player base and you listen to your community, that's a win-win. Just don't lose touch with your community. That's all I got to say there. So, yeah, guys, that's basically it. I know this video took a little bit longer than I would have liked. I started talking about a lot of different things, and I had a lot on my mind, but I tried to keep it short, and I hope you guys agreed with what I had to say. But if you did enjoy this video, please take a second, hit that like button, subscribe down below for more videos just like this, and I will see you all in the next episode. Thanks, guys.